It's just she is not starter level.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah, that
So
makes
she could be an optional person for Albany to pick up again, maybe if they want her or someone
Yeah.
else. But that's pretty much
that
Albany
shit's
from head to.
likely to fail.
That's pretty much Albany in a nutshell. Coffee Husky and his little brother are really great though. Yay, Akiak.
Yay!
Gotta love
Okay.
Akiak.
Next
Little ball
one.
of energy.
Okay, Bangor.
Bangor.
My
Man,
God.
talk about a season-long slide. Jesus. I think the
Yes.
main issue is that was that there was a lot of betting done on newer talent. And it's like, that's always a risk. And it probably just didn't work out this season.
Well, yeah,
So,
they had started with like five draft candidate or five rookies, and it's like,
Yeah, no kidding.
okay, we knew at the start. It's like, okay, they had the potential to be really, really phenomenal, and
they started off on such a great foot, too.
They were on fire, then they just suddenly, well,
yeah, 8-1 on the first assessment, and then they just stopped doing well.
Yeah, they never got their momentum back.
yeah, no kidding. Especially with guys like frickin'
And looking
uh,
at this, looks like the current version of the engine just hates the team. On top of that, because it was
Yeah,
okay about a little bit negative to something massively negative. So the current engine just doesn't like this team. They would need. I think they're the same record as Albany.
I think so. I can't check the regular season
Yeah,
page.
they are pretty much exactly tied with Albany.
Yeah,
They have the exact same record, conference record, and divisional record as Albany.
so
yeah,
basically they would need to win every game between now and the end of the season to possibly maybe make it.
yeah.
But even then, that's a stretch. In theory, it could be done because they got great they got great players. They got Show, they got Perdor Squash, they got Blanc Marge, the big French Wolf, Benjamin Derby, and Ralph fucking Dane. Like literally Ralph Kudane. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
They they also got Randolph Macbeth, Tiatera, Ryan Fulton, Diego Imperio, who's a good Daegu. Hector Hart, who was All-Star Rookie MVP this year. Surprised he's not playing more often. Or
Yeah.
playing where he's at right now. You also got Eric's. I can never pronounce
Eric
his name.
Gonukatu.
Yeah, Eric
That.
Ganokatu. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You also got Logan Green and the newly acquired Rebecca Goldberg.
Yes.
You also
That.
got. And you also got the chicken and the cockatoo. Barker.
Cow.
And, Barker
Yeah.
and Squawk.
Cow. Yeah, you know how it is. Anyway.
Yeah, we know how it is. Rainbow chicken.
Oh, shut up, Fridays.
Sorry, I had to get that one in there, but
No, you didn't.
yeah,
You really didn't.
with a roster like this, I'm really surprised they're not in the they're not in the they're not doing better than they are right now.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on here too. Just again, I think it's sort of just like the engine hates them, as Mige said. So I don't know.
Well, even before the current agent hates them. Before there, it's like okay, they weren't
Before the engine kind of had a love hate relationship, it was like, okay, I love you, okay, I hate you, okay, I love you,
because
okay, I
it's
hate
like
you.
the first ones like they're really good, and then probably after like the game 10 adjustment, because after the first 10 games, all the teams are pretty much balanced a little bit.
Yeah,
And small, and Stevie also was making changes over the course of the season, and then after that, it probably didn't
it,
like them as much.
yeah, and
Yeah,
now it's just like
It's like a
Now the engine has basically just thrown its hands up and been like, you know what? Fuck you.
it's more like a relationship going that started out good, but it ended in disaster.
Yeah.
It was
They
like, I
have a
love you,
lot of
I
tools
hate
for
you, I
success.
hate
It's
you.
just it's not meshing well.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, we can't fault Rourke because it's a engine and we don't have Stevie in contact with us. So
Well, even if we had Stevie's version of the engine, they were still on the slide to slowly miss.
Yeah.
they still could. They probably still could have made it. Maybe, probably, perhaps.
They'd probably be
But
like
it,
31, 32, so they'd be like sort of fighting for the cusp as opposed to way under, but they were still slowly losing out.
they might have gone if they went to the playoffs. Though they probably might have gone out in the first round more than likely. That'd be
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
guess.
Probably.
I guess story wise, we could say it's just too much young talent that a lot of sort of like the movie Moneyball, where it's like, yeah, you're really good, but
Yeah.
you're not yet coordinated to the level of the professionals.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
Probably one
Story
note
wise, we
for
could say that is the explanation. That's like, yeah, it's just so many younger players that they're not yet coordinated to the level they need to be.
yeah for like their. This is probably another one where I say because they got two people going into free agency next year. They got the chicken going to free agency and Randolph going into free agency. I would
Yeah.
say trade off your second round pick to somebody. Maybe try and keep Randolph if you really want him because he's been pretty consistent in a
Yeah.
good way.
Mhm.
And then in free agency, sign like a player who's been around a while that can give the young whippersnappers a good lesson and a good teaching.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power!
I think you mean the more you know. Anyway.
Well, both will work.
Oh, shush.
Anything
Shall
else
we
we want
move
to talk
on?
about Bangor?
Not that I can think of.
The tidal wave came, but it's kind of looking in the way where the tidal wave is not going to help you.
Yeah, it's petering out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Next
Do
one,
the voodoo!
Biloxi.
Yeah, I think Veloxy has the opposite problem of some of the teams that are down in the basement. Like it's like I think it's there are too many bigs in the soup and not enough like really great guards. Is I think is the problem here. So I don't know.
I
I
might agree.
also actually noticed that nobody on the team has more than 2,000 minutes of playtime at this juncture.
Yeah, I think this is the only team that has that fact.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Craig theoretically should. He started 69 games, same with Aragon.
Yeah, those two have been the consistent starters for the entire season.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone else has just been bounced around. I believe Lee Evans might be like
I don't
second most
know why
starting
they don't
playtime, I
have
think.
any over 2,000, unless it's just they don't ever have any overtime games. But even then,
Uh,
like, you have a lot of teams where it's like, okay, they have like 20, 21, 2,200 minutes.
Yeah.
and some of them haven't had overtime games.
Go away.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave
But
this group.
yeah, maybe there has been too much experimenting going on in Biloxi, because that's what it looks like here. Because like nobody's been over 2,000 minutes, but then you have like 8 people with over 1,000 minutes. So it's like,
Well, you can tell they've done a lot of movement on their bench 1 to 3. And
yeah,
a lot of the movement on that.
yeah,
On the starters,
and
too, because you have Jarrett was starting for half the season. Wallace Butler was starting for a good chunk of it.
yeah,
Brandon Dravis and Andreas, all 4 of these have started over 10 games.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, this is a team that
Really been
went to
playing
the
with the
extreme and got.
roster.
Yeah,
They just
And I
haven't
don't.
found the right thing
I'm
yet.
not really. I'm not really convinced that's for the better in this case.
So are they still running
Oh.
a offensive setup, or have they switched over to a defensive? I know that was one of the.
I do not know if they did or not.
Neither
But
do I. Don't look at me, bro.
I'll look it
but
up.
well, they at least fixed their starting three is all right. They got uh Michael Porter at sixth for Wallace Butler as seventh, and Andreas as
Andreas.
number eight. Yeah, Andreas is number eight.
Yeah,
So
still
they got
running a
guard
2-1,
forward, and
so I
force.
think they might do a better job doing a defensive rating focus. But
Yeah,
at this point, we're getting close to the point that you would need to go 9-2 to make playoffs. You're pretty much out.
Look out below.
Start thinking about what you want to do for next season.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that Tanya is the new Baton Rouge of the team.
She's only in her third year of the FBA.
No,
How
no,
the
I
fuck
don't.
would
I
she
don't.
be Tartan Rouge?
I don't mean it like that. I mean Baton Rouge, like how you move like from one team to another, and the previous team starts doing bad, and now the other team that you're with is also doing equally as poor.
Barton
Like,
Rouge went through
or,
Bangor before he ever got to Tennessee, dude.
He was
You
basically in
forgot that.
Biloxi for a very long time.
he was Biloxi's franchise player.
Yeah.
I'm talking like he is the Baton Rouge was basically the San Francisco 49ers Joe Montana. Like you would be stupid to trade him in his early years.
Yeah.
You would have to be dumber than a sack of bricks
But
to even think
on
about trading.
Biloxi's advantage, they're going to have a lot of cap space and a lot of open spaces, so they can really rebuild their team from the ground up if they wanted to.
Yeah, and also another way, like Tanya is kind of like Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge like to experiment with like hexes and stuff like that. Tanya is someone I would think would be someone who would dabble into the dark arts a little bit. Like, I curse this team. May they suffer a broken claw injury and be put to the day-to-day or something like that.
Yep.
Or may Marcus Knight slip on a banana peel during a game.
Right, stop wishing ill on your own team. Jesus Christ, is a
I'm not
savage, dude.
I'm not wishing ill on my team. I'm just using them
Yes,
as an
you are, bitch.
I'm using them as
shit.
I am using them as an. I'm using him as I'm using him as an example because everyone else likes to use Marcus Knight as an example. Okay. I love my otter, but yeah, people need to stop making fun of him. Make fun of Aragon Fisher instead.
No.
Like Aragon Fisher, trip on a banana peel, but make a 3-point attempt while you do so and make it in.
Oh my God, Fratis, just, I swear to God, if you don't stop right there, I'm gonna walk to my computer screen and take the fucking duct tape straight to your muzzle.
All right, I'll stop there. But
Anything else we want to say about Biloxi, or who should they
Not really,
fight to pick up? Anyone they should fight to pick up, keep, or I think they should try and keep Butler.
Definitely keep Butler.
Yeah.
Butler. Evans might be someone you might want to try for if you want to offer him lower than what he's making now. Porter, no. Bobby's going to retire.
Yeah.
Probably Green, maybe. I don't know about Fisher. Let me look at him.
Fisher, I think, might still be fine. I don't know.
I'm looking him up this second. Just gotta wait for the page.
Yeah, 2010 to present. So
he's still good. He still has a few years.
He should be fine. Yeah.
You can offer him like a declining contract, still like everyone else.
2010 is still you have like good 3-4 years before you're going to even start declining.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to keep him for the long term or negotiate to keep him for the long term, I would still try and like give him like 2 years out of a big contract, then start to decline on that.
Yeah.
Because Aragon's good, and also Josh Green too is also another one that might be a potential someone you can keep.
Yeah.
Anyway, are we ready to move on to the whips?
Arizona.
My boys.
Oh, Arizona.